All right, everybody, today we're going to be doing 7-3 Solve by Elimination. Today is actually probably the easiest of solving for systems. So let's just start with a little review. So far we've talked about solving by substitution and solving by graphing. So let's just go over these one more time. So these are actually equations of two lines. I'm going to go ahead and graph them. So I'm going to start with this one right here. X equals 2 is a line that goes straight up and down. And y 2x plus 1 is a line that has a y-intercept of 1, goes up 1, 2, over 1, up 1, 2, over 1. There you go. So it's a line that looks like that. It's kind of a bad line there. And the place they intersect, which is actually this point right here, and let me do a little bit better job of that line because that's not going to work for this. And let's just make the line again real quick. 2 over 1. Let's see if we can make this line a little better. There you go, and the place they intersect is the solution. In this case, it happens to be x equals 2 and y is 5. All right, now you can also do this one by substitution if you wanted to. Just really quick, showing you like, hey, if I wanted to solve this by substitution, you'd get the same answer. Here, you're gonna get y is 5, great. X, we already know is 2 from down here. So this is just a quick review of solving by substitution and graphing. All right, but we are going to do a different one today, and it's solve by elimination. The first one I want to do is one that looks like this. All right, the best thing to do when you're given two equations in standard form, so you can solve by graphing and substitution with anything, but these, since they're in standard form, x minus or plus y equals a number, then it becomes kind of hard to solve by graphing or substitution, so we do this thing called elimination. And elimination is actually pretty easy. All you're going to do is you're going to stack them on top of each other, and then you're going to add them just like you would like a third grade math problem. For example, something that looked like this, 3, 7, and then you just add straight up and down, right? So that's kind of what we're going to do today. And with these problems today, they'll pretty much eliminate right away. You won't have to do too much work. Once you add them, you're going to notice that if I add straight up and down, that these are going to go away. What's 3x plus a negative 3? Well, they just go away. Here I'm going to have 5y that comes down, and then I'm going to have negative 10 right here. And then I still have to solve for y here, and I'm going to get y equals negative 2. But I'm not done yet, because now I actually have to use substitution. I have to go back and substitute the values into one of the original equations. It does not matter which equation you put it into, but you need to put it into one. I'm just going to do the top one here. So it's going to be 3x minus 8 times negative 2 equals 7. Okay, and then you're just going to solve for x. It should turn into like a two-step equation here. Negative 9, divide by 3, divide by 3, you're going to get x equals negative 3. So the solution to this one is going to be a coordinate, and it's going to actually be negative 3 comma negative 2. Okay, that's elimination. But sometimes they won't eliminate right away. Let's take a look at another one where it doesn't kind of eliminate right away. And let's see if I can figure out how to use the iPad here on this one. Okay, and let's just do it down here somewhere. Let's look at this one. Let me use it. Nope. All right, let me create a new note then. And maybe, there you go. Just create new note. There it is. All right, here we go. All right, let's look at the next one. The next one is 5x plus 3y equals 5. And then you're going to have 5x plus 7y equals 25. Now what you're going to notice here is that it does not eliminate right away. So what you need to do is change the signs on one of these equations. Because if I add this straight like this, what you're going to notice is I'm going to get 10x plus 10y equals 30. That did not eliminate, right? So I need to actually go back and change the signs on one of these. And how you change the signs so you'll be able to eliminate is you just need to multiply one of these equations by a -1. Okay, so I'm just going to choose the top one, and then I'm going to multiply it by -1 here. Okay, and when I multiply it by -1, basically it's just going to change the sign on all of these. Okay, so I'm actually going to rewrite the whole thing now, and here we go. We're going to have 5x plus 3y equals 5. Sorry, I'm actually going to change the signs on all this because I multiplied it by -1, right? So it's negative, and negative. All right, the bottom stays the same. Okay, when I go ahead and add these together, what I'm going to be given is these are going to cancel out. That was my whole point of doing this. Then I'm going to have 4y here, and this is going to be 20. Divide by 4, divide by 4. I'm going to get y equals 5. Again, I have to substitute one of these into my original equations. I'm going to go ahead and substitute it in to the top one. But it has to be the original one. So I'm going to do 5x plus 3 times 5 equals 5. Okay, so now I'm going to have 5x plus 15 equals 5. Subtract 15 to both sides. 5x equals -10. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X equals -2. But I'm not done yet because I need to put these as a coordinate, and so I'm going to do that, and it's going to be my final answer is going to be a coordinate here. Okay. So let's do one more. Let's do one more where you have to multiply. I'm going to go ahead and just erase this because it keeps doing something funky on me when I try to do a new note. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase this real quick, and then we are going to just do another problem here. See if can I make a big eraser? Oh, nice. There we go. All right, the next problem is a special case, but we'll work on it here. Let's do this one right here. We're going to have -x minus 4y equals 2. And then we're going to have -x minus 4y equals 2. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and what you're going to see is these probably going to be a special case because they're kind of the same line, but I'm still going to go through my process. I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, can I eliminate these? No, because if I actually add them straight down, I'm going to get something that looks like -2x minus 8y equals 4, right? So I still have to go through my process doing elimination and multiplying one of these by a -1, and I'm just going to choose the top one again. Again, it doesn't matter which one you do, but I'm just going to use the top one. All right, when I do that, I'm just going to change the signs on all of them. So I'm just going to save myself a little time here, and I'm going to turn this into a plus, turn this into a plus, because I'm changing the signs, and then I'm going to turn this one into a negative, okay? And I'm actually going to erase this one so I don't confuse any of you. All right, so, and you can think about it. You don't have to just multiply by -1. If it just makes more sense to you, if like, I just need to change all the signs, well, make sure you change all the signs, right? Then I'm going to add straight down. What's x? 1x minus 1x, well, that's 0. What's 4 minus 4y? Well, that's 0. What is -2 plus 2? Well, that is 0. You get 0 equals 0, which in this case, if you get something that looks like this, it's going to be all real numbers. Okay? So that's it. Again, these are pretty easy. The most you'll have to do is change the signs on one of the equations and then go and back substitute there.